Welcome back. As we near the end of the school year, a southern Minnesota school bus driver is reaching a milestone. You could argue at her age, every year is a milestone. But recently, Boyd Hupert went along for a ride and got a story with a surprise ending even he didn't expect.
Never a doubt who'll be first each day on bus number 5.
Good morning, good morning.
This isn't just morning in Truman. For Cheryl Barrickman,
This is it.
this is life.
Sometimes the kids are a little sleepy on Monday mornings.
And the driver?
That too, maybe.
Life on Cheryl's bus comes with a smile.
Morning.
She believes the first person her kids see
Morning.
after leaving home should flash sunshine.
Good morning. The Broodley girls. Good morning.
My name's Sydney and her name's
Sydney
Peyton.
and Peyton aren't aware that Cheryl was alone among men when she started driving bus at 23. They're also unaware how long she stayed.
I am 80.
Wow.
So they've yet to do the math to know how long bus number 5 has had the same driver.
I've been driving, this is my 57th year. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Kind of like having a grandma on board.
That's true, yeah.
Except, says Elena Clausen,
My grandma's younger.
still, the 80-year-old driver of a big bus on the prairie knows wind and snowstorms
The road was covered.
and stories.
Little kindergartner was sitting in the front seat. I'll roll down the window and look out the side, he said for you, and if I see the edge, I'll tell you that you're too close to the edge.
That is the laugh of a woman whose life
Okay, Brian.
is kids.
That'll work.
Just ask Heidi Boyle,
She loves kids.
a kid.
Yeah, yep,
Cheryl,
yep.
4.
She was a 4-H leader, Sunday school teacher. Everything she does is for the kids.
Including
Every day.
this.
I pray before I get on the bus that I have a safe journey with the bus and that in some way I bless these children's lives.
But if kids are Cheryl's fuel,
Hey,
her heart belonged to Keith.
he died on January 1st of 22, so yeah, I do miss him, yes.
For his gravestone, the farmer picked a tractor. So what do you suppose Cheryl chose to represent her life?
Even in death. Yes, yes.
Which is where we had planned to end this story,
Usually this lot's empty.
until Cheryl returned to the bus garage.
I don't know what's going on.
I pretty much just sent out a text.
See what all these cars are about out here.
When word got out a television station would be following Cheryl,
Everybody showed up.
Hey, what's happening in here?
home family arrived
She's very surprised.
Tiger!
with bus family.
Hey, this is an old bus kid.
Hiya, Ben.
All right.
She was at every sporting event.
Alex Boyle's grandmother
Oh my gosh, hi Arlo.
drove him there.
She never saw the end of games because she had to get the bus warmed up.
Everyone has a story.
I was on the bus 54 years ago.
I was on the bus 2 years ago.
When Carter Gieske started school, his dad Peter thought,
Well, she's still driving.
Isn't that just cool?
the confection and affection left the bus driver
This is surprising. It's great.
in need of wipers. Even 80-year-olds haven't seen everything.
I guess I didn't think I was that special.
Everybody wave!
Those in Truman who disagree would fill buses.
I love them all.
Congratulations, Grandma Cheryl.
Thank you, Anna.
80 and alive
Thank you.
on bus 5.
You bet. I love you so much.
Good. Boyd Hupert, Carol Evan News,
I have to be careful when I shut this door.
Truman.
A day I'll remember forever. Yes. That's very special.
Well, Cheryl continues to pass her annual required physicals with flying covers. She also got a thumbs up from her eye doctor after a recent appointment, and Cheryl hopes to be back in the driver's seat of bus number 5 next fall. This week is Teacher Appreciation Week, so it's fitting that for the first time we're hearing from Minnesota's newly named Teacher of the Year. This year's honor went to Linda Wallenberg, an English teacher at Eden Prairie High School. Wallenberg, whose students know her as Wally, is now in her 49th year of teaching. Our Morgan Wolf visited her school to see what makes Wally so special.
Before they know it, 4 years will fly for these high schoolers.
Everyone knows Wally.
But for one teacher,
Hi, guys.
49 years in the classroom have flown just as fast.
Here we go.
Cartwheeling her way through the halls, Linda Wallenberg
How's that?
cannot take 5 steps without stopping to say hello to someone.
Hi.
But today, it's not greetings, but congratulations.
Yeah, so happy for you.
Lee Wallenberg was just named the Minnesota Teacher of the Year for the whole state.
Cheers echoing in the cafeteria, celebrating Minnesota's Teacher of the Year.
These are my 9th graders.
The response from her class, just as loud. Students describe her as unique, a lover of Shakespeare, and a 71-year-old that brings life to lessons.
It's not just about standing up there and teaching us. She really helps us engage, and I've honestly enjoyed English so much more now than in past years.
Wally, for me, is the teacher that I think you only have maybe once or twice in your life, and she's meant so much to me that I know I wanted my brother to have the same exact experience.
So glad that I did.
Decades of siblings have been in these seats as her students have become family.
Teaching is it's really a journey of the heart.
After 5 decades of shaping young minds, this honor is a full circle moment for a woman who has spent her life
I love you guys. I really do.
helping others find their voice.
I will see you tomorrow.
Congratulations, Wally. Stick with us. More news and weather's coming up after the break.